I don't even know where to begin. What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope you're all having a great day. I wish I could give out game balls, but there are no game balls to give out today. There's nothing you can do about today. Today was so bad. You understand, I'm 60 years old, which means I was born in 1965. My first memories of football were Bob Lilly and Randy White and Hollywood Henderson and Ed Too Tall Jones and Harvey Martin, Charlie Waters, defensive gods. I have a truck up there. It's like a toy truck, one of 273 that were actually made, and it's autographed by Randy White and Bob Lilly, collectible piece. And I think about what that defense was. We carried the game stream on because people, Eagle fans wanted to get their pound of flesh. It's almost comical to me because we had Jess on there who the Eagles just beat, and the Eagles fans were more apt to come after me than the Giants, the team they just played. Everybody just loves the misery of Cowboys losing, and you've got exactly what you wanted. I hope you're entertained. But Tierra was going through, and she went in on us and basically saying, "Oh, y'all are just giving up. We could trade for Myles Garrett and things like that. We can, Josh Butler coming off injury, he's better. I've seen him doing great. And Perry Winfrey, these guys." It's like, wait a minute. And I'm trying to say, this defense, the way it's currently constructed, I don't think there's any saving. Cleveland's not going to do you any favors. If you trade for somebody right now, they know they got blood in the water. That's why, Cincinnati, who, by the way, Trey Henderson got hurt today and couldn't return in the second half, they're not going to give you anything away. If you're going to make a trade, you're making a trade because it's going to benefit you, hopefully more than the other guy. And so to make a knee-jerk reaction and make a trade right now, I think is a dumb move. And, it's like, well, fire Matt Eberflus. Well, here's the thing. You understand that bringing in a whole bunch of players, firing the coach at this point, there's not enough time to coach. Cowboys are off tomorrow, or they'll get treatment. They'll watch film. Tuesday, they're off. Then they start practicing on Wednesday. You have a practice on Wednesday, Thursday. Friday's basically a walkthrough, and typically you're traveling on Saturday or staying at the team hotel, but it'll be Sunday when they travel because they got a Monday night game, I guess. I can't remember. No, it's at home. They won't be traveling. But you don't have time to go ahead and learn a new defense. You've spent all off season between OTAs and minicamp and training camp to learn this defense, and you've had a multitude of injuries. When you go down the list of everybody from Donovan Wilson to Malik Hooker to Trayvon Diggs, all these players that are out, you don't even have warm bodies in some of these positions. To let you understand how bad this is, I went back through scoring defense. We are giving up 35.7 points a game. Let me say again, 35.7 points a game. I want you to understand, there's only been one team in the history of the NFL that has given up more points per game in a season. And we have to go back to 1966, when I was only 1 year old, to the New York Giants, and they gave up 35.8 points a game. So understand that in the 59 years of my life, the 59 years of my life, and you could say that's the modern NFL because that was when the first Super Bowl started. Bro, we've given up more points than anybody in the last 59 years. And second, in all of the years of the history over the 100 years, 105 years, I believe it is, of NFL history, the Dallas Cowboys defense has given up more points than everybody but one freaking team. There is no quick fix for this. What I kept telling myself was, take a look at Jimmy Johnson's first year, 1-15. Take a look at Mike McCarthy's first year and understand, as bad as that defense was in 2020, we only gave up 480 points, I believe. We've already given up 250, and we're not at the midpoint of the season. We've already given up 250 points, and we're not in the middle of the season yet. 480 is what we did in 2020. We are worse than that defense, which was worse than the 2013 defense. Oh, God. The craziest thing, everybody comes at me and seeing a team that is giving up points more than every other team for the last 59 years. Only thing they look at is Dak Prescott. Your quarterback's a choker. Bro, we're giving up 35 points a game. 35 points a game. Today, offensive line couldn't block. We got so many damn penalties, you would have thought Mike McCarthy was coaching the team this year. We couldn't run the football. Dak Prescott had as many yards as your lead back running the football. And what this looked like today, this looked like, well, no, we had CD and we had George Pickens that got about 150 yards between the two of them. But everything else, this reminded me of last year's team. Offensive line couldn't block, couldn't run the football. Everything was pass, 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 pass. Here's the reality. We suck. We suck. And what we have to look at is this. Rookie head coach, feeling out process. We're not going to have a great season. We'll have some victories. We may play better than what we think. But this is so far away from being a Super Bowl team. Dak can be perfect. Dak Prescott can be all-time scoring record, Dak. And when your defense gives up 35 points a game, it doesn't matter. You can say he's not Roger Staubach. Well, Roger Staubach never had a defense that was giving up 35 points a game. You can say he's not Troy Aikman. Well, Troy Aikman never had a team that was giving up 35 points a game. Not even the 1-15 Dallas Cowboys. You understand where I'm going here? Not even the 1-15 Dallas Cowboys gave up 35 points a game. At this point, you do the best you can with what you got. And maybe you reconsider how soon you put Overshown back out on the field, as well as Savon Rebel. You need to look at this and say, how can I get everybody healthy for next year and have as much as I can to spend on the defense? Because that's what it's going to take. We suck, man. I'm going to go in here and cry myself to sleep because it's one thing to freaking lose, but to put that shit out there, to be that freaking inept that Bo Nix throws 4 touchdown passes, 4 freaking touchdown passes. None of those guys deserve to wear a star on their freaking helmet. We were pathetic. We were putrid. We stunk on both sides of the ball. That is everybody, from the coaches to Dak to the offensive line, everything on the defense, even the special teams. You're sitting there giving them the ball on your own 45-yard line. You cannot win a game. You can play that putrid. And I'm sick right now of being a Cowboy fan. I am so sick of this shit. Let me give a shout out to Momo, whose wife is recovering and has been very sick, and Bobby Schumer. Bobby's wife is really having a hard time. He's an Eagle fan, and that's okay, because there are things, no matter how important we make football seem and how much it dictates our emotions and our anger, there are more important things. And it sucks. It sucks. But remember, good people, tell the people you love how much you love them, because you know you might not get the chance again. And I love you guys. I got to get my ass up off the floor now. We suck. Good night.